Hey, what's up everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Omega and her Mercenary Gear from Season 2 of The Bad Batch. So the character of Omega definitely had to grow on me. She's not my favorite of the crew by any means, but as the series went on, she's okay for the most part, but I do love this new look for her from Season 2. And of course, this comes in the plastic-free Galaxy packaging. Star Wars The Black Series up top. Here we have a render of Omega. It's okay. Then we have Star Wars The Bad Batch and Omega Mercenary Gear. On this side of the box, you get a picture of what's inside. So you get the figure, an alternate head, and there's her Zygerian energy bow. You get the collapsed version as well as the extended version. That's very nice, and she stands at 4.6 inches tall, so she's nice and small. I like it. Got plastic-free packaging there. There's the side with the artwork. It kind of looks like her. It's not terrible. You got this nice kind of jungly scene in the background. That's nice. And you got this burgundy color for the Bad Batch line. There is nothing on the top of the box, and on the bottom, barcode, small print, and logos. And there's the back of the box. You got the same render as the front. You have a bio in 5 different languages. This Omega is number 18 in the Bad Batch line. And you got some more small print down there. And the bio says, young clone Omega travels in tow with her brothers, the Bad Batch. Armed with her trusty energy bow, she is indispensable on their adventures across a rapidly changing galaxy. All right, I'm going to get Omega Mercenary Gear open, and let's take a look at her. Okay, so here is Season 2 Omega out of the box, and let's get a good look at her. So this is how she is right out of the box with the more grouchy face and the hat. And I'm glad, because if you look at the box art, I was a little concerned because on the box, it has the slightly more smiley face, right? Which is the alternate head. That's the more, kind of a happy Omega. Not this one. So I'm glad that the more serious face has the hat on. Yeah, that's very misleading right there. All right, back to this. I think the eyes look great. Nose is nice, the mouth, the skin tone, the eyebrows look good. Yeah, the eyes look really good. I like that. The little hair hanging out the bottom is very nice. And of course, this hat is fixed to her head. Okay, it does not come off, but there's some nice detail on the hat. Got this same orange color that is seen throughout Season 2 of The Bad Batch. I like it. Got some nice detail up there. There's the back of the hat. It's very similar to a Rebel hat from Endor. Kinda. Yeah, it's a cool hat, and from the neck up, I'm very pleased with this. And from the neck down, we have her outfit from Season 2 of The Bad Batch, and I like it. I think the red shirt's pretty cool. The jacket is very nice. Got some nice wrinkles here where the sleeves are rolled up. This little strap coming around. This little bit looks good. Little silver buckle there. Some detail on the belt, not a whole lot. There's a hole back there to plug in the bow, the energy bow. That's pretty cool. Got a little pocket there. Some more wrinkles there. Skin tone. The little wrap there on her wrist is pretty neat. I like that. And then just pants, just some gray pants and some boots. So the legs are the same as the previous Omega, okay, but everything else is new. And I think it looks really good. I mean, this is actually a pretty cool looking figure. And as far as articulation, there's some side to side at the head. There's some pretty good down, a touch of up, and some very, very good tilt. As far as arms, they go up to there, and of course they can rotate around. She does not have butterfly joints, but that's okay. The elbows just get to 90. I was hoping for a little more range in the elbows, but that's okay. But there's a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist, and there's a very good up and down hinge on the right hand. And on the left hand, you have a side-to-side hinge. As far as midsection, the swivel is below the belt. That's kind of interesting, but you have a little bit of crunch, some decent back, and just a touch of side-to-side tilt. And for legs, they can get up to there. They go out very far. They go back, okay, very far. She has an upper thigh cut, so there's a swivel there. Knees get up that far. There is a swivel above the knee joint as well as boot swivel, so that's nice. The feet go down to there. They go up just a little bit, and there is some swivel at the ankle. So the articulation on Omega isn't too bad. Once again, I always want more range in the elbows, but overall, it's okay. And as far as accessories, I will start with the alternate head, and I like this one. The eyes are great. The nose, the mouth is very good. The eyebrows look good. Skin tone is great. The hair sculpt is pretty cool. Has that sort of animated look to it, especially in the back. Yeah, this is a good looking head and face. And thankfully, this head pops off very easily. And the alternate head will just snap in place. And there we have it. And that does not look bad at all. And that looks good, actually. But I'm definitely going to use the one with the hat on. Yeah, I like that one better. And I plan on using that alternate head on Season 1 Omega. So I preemptively popped this head off, and I'm glad I did. So the head popped off fairly easily, but it took the dumbbell with it. And I had to heat this thing up like crazy and basically just grab it with a pair of pliers, trying not to deform the ball. I finally got it out. So yeah, this season 1 head, it's not terrible, but you know, we only saw Omega like this just for like an episode or two. So I'm going to use the alternate head on this body. Actually, wait, hang on. Does that work? No. This, there we go. And the chosen one has never looked better. Okay, stop screwing around. Let's see how this head goes on this ball. There we go. Okay, that actually, oh, that looks so much better. I mean, not that this was like horrible, but I have to say, this looks so much better on this season 1 outfit. Okay, that's where the alternate head's gonna stay. And next up, we have the collapsed version of the Zygerian Energy Bow, and this is kind of cool. I'm very glad that they did this time. That's what the flip side looks like. Some nice detail. Now, of course, this thing doesn't work. And for some odd reason, they made these things kind of move just a little bit. I don't know why. They're very thin. I'm constantly afraid I'm going to break these, but that's okay. There's a little peg there to plug it into her back. But yeah, that's the collapsed version. So that'll plug in there, obviously. And I found this picture here. So the business end of the bow goes up, and that's what that looks like. Now, all right. So they have all this right there that runs into her back. If they put the peg on this side, it would sit a whole lot better. Wow. Why did they do that? Why did they put the peg on the same side as all this? So it's just running into her back. It's not going to fall off, and that does look good there. But that's just kind of some screwy engineering there. I don't know why they did that. It does sit this way as well. Okay. It's actually a little better this way. Okay. The belt here, the little strap is kind of in the way. If you have it oriented like that, it does sit a little better. Okay. But that's what that looks like. But honestly, I think I'm going to keep the collapsed version in season 1's hand. God, the head looks so much better. Love it. Yeah, I kind of like this. And here's the Zygerian Energy Bow when it's open and ready to use. So it's nice. I mean, it's very similar to what we saw the first time around. The sculpt is pretty cool. Got some brown and gold, and the bolt can come out the front. Okay, I don't know why you do that. It's just asking to get lost. And also, this middle section can come out right there and right there. Okay, so there's the middle part of it. So you're left with this. All right, I don't know why they did that, but it's a cool little feature, I guess. Here, let me put this thing back together very carefully. This thing is pretty delicate. You have to be super careful with this thing. But it is a pretty cool little weapon. And comparing it to the one we got the first time around, yeah, this is much smaller. I always thought that season 1's bow was way too big, so I'm glad that they shrunk it down. Yeah, this is much better. And getting Omega to hold this bow, yeah, it works pretty well. The right hand sits there nicely, and the left hand goes there pretty well. And that's what that looks like from the front. Not bad. From that side, it looks great. And from that side, it looks pretty good. Yeah, so she holds this. It's not bad, and I'm so glad they made this one smaller. You know, once again, this just looks more natural. You know, that other one was just way too big. But yeah, overall, that doesn't look bad. So once again, I'm going to keep season 1 like this with the collapsed bow, and then season 2, I'm going to have her like this with the, ready-to-use bow. So I'm going to go stick these 2 young ladies back on the shelf, and let's see what they look like there. And here we are, and she looks good. She looks good. I am so happy to finally complete the crew from season 2. They all look so good. Those colors just pop. That tech is hard to beat. And, I mean, season 2 Omega, she looks fantastic. And using the alternate head on season 1 Omega, night and day difference. It was a pain to get that dumbbell out of the old head, but I'm glad I did. But back to this one. Yeah, the purple on the bow kind of grabs the light a little bit, and she just looks good. And I think she scales pretty well too. I mean, she is little, so I am pretty pleased with how she looks there. So bottom line, it's a pretty cool figure. I mean, whether you like the character or not, it's hard to argue. The figure does look really good. I mean, the face, well, both faces are fantastic. Way better than what we got the first time around. The bow is pretty cool, and I love how the purple grabs the light. That's just neat. And the outfit, it looks just like it's supposed to look. I have no problems with this figure at all. I'm super happy, but just like always, I want to hear from you guys. So comment below and let me know what you think of Omega in her mercenary gear from Season 2 of The Bad Batch. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it, and I just thank you guys so much for watching. See you all next time.